everybody. Alright, these guys are our teenager nuisance gators. They are between the ages of 6 and 9 years old, but they are right on the cusp of sexual maturity, so we refer to them as our teenagers. These guys all lived out in the wild, were fed by humans, lost their fear of humans, and had wildlife control called on them. In the state of Florida, if you call wildlife control on an alligator, if that alligator is over 4 feet long, doesn't matter what it was doing, it has to be euthanized or put in a zoo. The state of Florida euthanizes about 7,000 nuisance alligators every year, so if you learn one thing from our tour, it is to not feed a wild alligator. You are dooming that gator and every gator in that pond to death. However, we are not in the wild, so we're gonna feed them. This is their concentrated catfish meal pellets. Grab a handful and throw it into the water for them.
The water?
They cannot eat it on land, so definitely aim for the water. Yes, just not at my face.
Okay.
It only happens multiple times every day.
Right in? Not the water?
Into the water.
Oh, in the water.
They can only eat in the other.
There they go.
Missouri crocodiles.
You guys are gonna smell during your competition.
No, they can wash their hands.
Look at them all going.
Spray down this little bag.
What do you need? I think you're gonna probably hold something else. Yeah. Too early for the hand sanitizer.
So
Wow.
you guys see this girl right up front? This is Nubs. She is missing both a front and a back limb.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Look
One
at that.
of us
Jules,
has a missing
look.
front,
Juliet,
one
look.
has a missing back,
Missing her
one
foot.
has a missing tail. Quite a few of our nuisance gators come to us with obvious visual deformities like that. And my theory is that humans are more likely to feed a wild alligator that they view as injured and needing help. Because so many of these guys come to us with missing limbs. So these guys all lived in our adult nuisance gator enclosure. But just like wait, do we have any teenagers here? No? Okay. Well, just like human teenagers, alligator teenagers are awful. So they were starting to
Yes.
pond, and they were. But he does spend all day killing them out. And then the next day he has to go see the other day. He is. Next we're gonna be up this tub here.
Oh my goodness.
Snapper.
Ladies, look at this. Wow.
This is Elvis.
Elvis.
Elvis is an alligator snapping
In
turtle.
there.
He is 35 years old and he weighs 55 pounds.
Wow.
He is not fully grown. This species
Wow.
can get up to 150 pounds, so about triple his size,
My
and they can
God.
live for around 200 years. And we know this because they have been found alive with Civil War era musket balls embedded in their shells. So it's quite possible that certain turtle and tortoise species can live way longer than we give them credit for, but we haven't been keeping records of animals for that long. For instance, Charles Darwin's pet tortoise died in 2019. He was owned by Charles Darwin and Steve Irwin, and he outlived them both. Now Elvis here is covered in algae. That is completely natural for this species because he is the laziest hunter on the planet. He sits at the bottom of a lake or a riverbed and he opens his mouth.
Whoa.
His tongue looks like a little worm. He waves that tongue around, waits for a fish to come try to eat it, slams his jaw shut, and he's got dinner. So this works as camouflage for him. He's also got these little protuberances on his face that are part of his camo.
Incredible.
If you look closely at his eyeballs, they are camo as well. This species bites with about 1,500 to 2,000 psi. So if he bites my finger, he gets to keep it.
Oh.
He's got a 4-inch crescent right here behind his head where you can safely hold his shell. But technically, he can get my hand back here. He has been doing this for 20 years. He's very relaxed about it. He doesn't try to bite us. But his girlfriend Priscilla absolutely will grab your hand back there. And when you go here, she uses the back of her skull to pinch your fingers, then you move, and she bites you. Now he is an obese alligator to the point that he is at risk for heart disease. So he is one of 3 animals at the park that is on a reduced feeding diet. All of our crocodilians are fed twice a week. We throw them chicken, fish, or rats until they say no thank you. He is limited to 4 pieces of chicken per week. Do not feel bad for him. I saw those eyebrows. In the wild, an adult alligator or crocodile can go about 3 years without eating, and they'll be just fine. So we don't expect him to lose any weight. We're just trying to prevent him from gaining any more. You'll notice he doesn't have a neck anymore. He's just got jowls that turn into shoulders. And he is so wide that none of us can straddle him, which is how we move them. So he just has to stay here. He won't even come out of the water for food anymore. If I don't hit him directly in the face with his chicken, he just doesn't eat it. Now, I told you your day just got better because 9 times out of 10, he is in the water in minimal exposure posture, and you guys just have to believe me that there's a 14-foot alligator back here. So minimal exposure posture is how these guys hunt. They sit in the water with their eyes, ears, and nose above the surface, and the rest of their body submerged, so they can see, hear, and smell everything that's going on, but you can easily walk by and not realize you're being hunted. They wait for a small animal to come to the water's edge for a drink, and in less than a second, they can launch half their body length out of the water. They grab that prey animal and drown it. If it's small enough, they'll swallow it whole. If not, they do a death roll where they grab onto one of the limbs and swim very quickly if it's articulated. Scientists have found, especially along the Nile River, if say a 10-foot Nile crocodile takes a whole zebra, he can't pull that apart himself, so he's going to allow other smaller crocs.
They do a good job.
And capybaras are invasive all over the U.S.
Wow, you got a couple
So
going.
those cafes help us get some out of the wild.
Yeah.
Jules?
I need to. He lives. I can use him.
So these guys only live for about 70 years, so it's a little
They
bit.
both came over here. I still have like a huge
And they get
piece.
to about 30 pounds. So
Rub it.
of all the tortoises, they're my favorite. But still, would not recommend as a pet. Gonna outlive you.
Oh my God! These just started fighting over these. Oh yeah, yeah. They're just gonna go.
Just drop it, Jules, maybe.
I know.
They ever try to bite?
They don't, really. Like, kids will boot them. And I'm always like, don't.
Another huge lizard.
It's gonna like maybe spring. As the temperature gets higher, they get faster.
Oh, right. Are they
Yeah, because this is your
allowed to
winter
be
still.
fed
Isn't
too, or is it separate?
In there, yes. Yeah, you can eat that. That's Rocky. He's our baby son.
Turtles. Ooh, look at this guy. He's not happy.
Oh, look at the little guy in the back there. He's
Where?
tiny.
This is
Oh my
Rocky.
gosh, he's
These are our
tiny.
baby redfoots. That's Benny.
The one
and
is
Izzy.
really small.
And
Oh my
Blossom.
gosh.
He's so small.
So Blossom, so in the water in the middle,
Whoa.
looking at me, that is Big Daddy. And the water on the right, looking
Oh
this
my
way, is
god, the
Coca-Cola.
smell is
Coca-Cola
wicked.
was found behind the Coca-Cola bottling facility in Temple Terrace. The staff was going out on their lunch breaks and feeding him whole hams. So when he got here, he was too heavy for us to lift. So he walked on a leash on the boardwalk all the way around to his gate over there.
Oh.
And he walked like a little gentleman.
The smell.
Now they're getting all excited because I'm about to go feed them, despite the fact that they didn't eat all their chicken. So keep your hands out of the net, stay on this side of the pond, and really focus on how gentle they are with each other. That is not sarcasm.
Huh.
Sorry.
This end of the please.
she's going in.
She said go back this way.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. They are snarling. Incredible.
So did anyone see the guy with the hunchback that was right up there while I was feeding? Oh, he just got pushed under. You can't see his name is Quasimodo, and he has spina bifida.
Oh.
One of his lungs is up in that hump. So when he got here, I was a little concerned that we might impede his breathing if we picked him up. So we walked him on a leash as well. But his whole spine curves to the right, so he can't walk a straight line. He has to walk over his own hind legs. It took him 45 minutes to walk from the entrance to his gate.
Oh.
But he is thriving in there. I was a little concerned that they might notice because he is very, very obviously deformed. But they treat him just like a regular alligator.
Do you guys ever have to like change the water?
Twice a week.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So this happened because we brought them out of brumation and did a chicken feeding. And my partner has called out the past 3 days sick, so I have not had time to pump. Normally, I pump twice or 3 times a week. Pump out all the water. That leaves about 3 inches of feces along the bottom that we have to hop in and shovel. But while we're shoveling those feces, we are picking through them with our bare hands, looking for teeth. These guys go through teeth kind of like a shark. They'll go through a few thousand teeth in a lifetime. And we all have our little teeth collections that make us happy. So it sounds like that is the worst